wide open spaces, and bird dogs on point. Oklahoma's bobwhites explode in a midwinter snow squall. Buckle up, this bird hunting road trip begins right now.
Rooster Tales, presented by Pheasants Forever.
Hi everybody, welcome to the show. I've never heard anybody say, man, I wish the season was just a little bit shorter. It seems like it always ends way too soon, which is why a buddy of mine packs his truck up every year in January and heads south. This time, I got an invitation. January in Minnesota can be downright brutal. While this weather can't kill a bird hunter's passion, the gentleman Bob, look at there.
There it is.
It can redirect it. George Lyle says, I have a hunt for you. The only thing is, it's 15 hours away. I'm always up for a good road trip, so I'm like, let's do this. Destination Oklahoma. We have been driving for 14 hours. As soon as the sun comes up tomorrow morning, we get to stretch our legs. It seems Old Man Winter has followed us south.
Trying to put another layer on.
The wind blows in bird country.
So it's Boone's turn to go first.
We're going boondogging.
Hunt number one to Boone. 3-year-old English pointer.
Hey, do you know where the quail are? Huh? Have you ever seen the quail before? Yeah? Boy, are you excited? I am. I have one confession to make. As a Minnesota boy, I have never shot a quail.
You'd be very hard pressed to find a wild quail in Minnesota.
Yes. And one more confession. We're not hunting here alone.
The wind's gonna be really tough to hunt with, so I'm thinking.
Meet Jonathan Pfeiffer and his son, Steven. George became friends with Jonathan in a way only bird hunters could. More on that in a bit. Right now, it's time to hunt.
Quail is the ultimate game bird for bird dogs, and I'm a bird dog fool. And I want to see my dogs work. I want to see other people's dogs work. How these birds hold nice and tight. You get to see the whole flush. Right there, Boone's on point.
2 of them. I thought for sure that was it.
Where'd they go, Boone?
They looked too good. At one point there were 3 dogs just.
I was waiting for 20 of them to come up. I'm telling you, those birds are right in here.
They're just roaming back and forth, back and forth. And then all of a sudden, bam. We got a good point right here. Here, up here, up here.
See the dog on point? Boone! Whoa! Oh, quail!
Oh. Where'd that one flush from?
Damn near stepped on it.
We're right between right here. Another quail.
Quail! Got him! Yeah! He's on it. First quail went down somewhere right in here. Yeah!
Good dog.
There it is. My very first Wild quail. What a bumblebee. Yeah. Yeah, Boone. Yeah, Boone. We got one. We got one, Boone. Woo!
Bring it on over. We want to see it.
100%.
Right now you are.
Yeah, let's go home.
No.
Hey, thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Man. Boom, whoa.
Oh.
When the dog goes on point and that covey gets up, you hear this get up, and birds just go everywhere. You sort of jump back and you go, this is what I'm talking about.
Oh, you gotta love quail hunting.
I shouldn't have said anything about the 100%.
Yeah. Might have some over here. Right here. Right here, right here, right here.
Saw one go down right up here.
Right here. Yeah. 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 Good dog.
Go team.
Go team.
This is what we do and what we love to do, so whenever the dogs lock up, you're just, here it comes and your heart just starts going and it's just right there.
Maybe I saw one running.
Whoa, here you go.
Right there.
Whoa.
Good shot.
Doc, dude.
Guys, I understand the quail hunt now. I get it. Little heart attacks, one after another.
Right here. Dead bird.
This Minnesota boy might have found a new winter addiction, and our road trip has just barely scratched the surface.
Rooster Tales is brought to you by Franke, Star Bank, Maple Grove Lock and Safe, Luther Hudson GMC, and by Huron Chamber and Visitors Bureau.
There she is, George.
There it is.
Dorothy 1.
Yeah.
Waukeeta, Oklahoma, the center of Tornado Alley. Fortunately, in January, it's a quiet town, except for the bird hunters. All right, so maybe we're the only bird hunters here too, but that's just fine. We didn't drive 15 hours to get stuck in traffic. We came here to watch George Lyle's bird dog do this. Whoa.
Got mine. Whoa.
There goes one. Woo. Cockbird.
That's a nice rooster bird right there, huh?
Yeah, there's a nice bob. That's worth the drive just to see that.
That one thing was worth it. When they're coming out of a spot and the dog is standing right there on point and that covey rise comes out and that explosion in front of your face, if it doesn't give you a rush, I don't know what will.
That rush hooked George on his first quail hunt more than 30 years ago. After just one day, the rush has hooked me too.
Quail!
Nice shot.
Nine degrees, and we are on Oklahoma public land. Completely different view from yesterday. This is one of America's best quail public hunting spots. At one of Oklahoma's 87 wildlife management areas, we find ourselves surrounded by nearly 20,000 acres of prime quail habitat, all of it open to public hunting. Gentlemen, we are on the board.
There we go.
Oh, yeah!
Good job, Boone.
That's my first cockbird.
What good friends do, you know, hang out in the wilderness together.
Out here, friendships can form in unexpected ways.
Last year, I was up here and George had the room next to us, and I came in and I saw him working on his dog, and I had a dog that was cut up.
And he stopped and he goes, "Hi guys, I don't mean to intrude or anything, but I got a dog that's all tore up, and can you take a look at him? I said, yeah, bring him in. I'm not a vet, but I have the tools and the know-how. So we got it all cleaned up, and I stitched them back together, and we formed a friendship from that day forward. And
No doubt, bird dogs bring hunters together.
right over there.
Really?
So there's something.
Hey, we got a point right here. There they go. Ooh. Georgie! Nice shot, George. Gentlemen, that is why we drove 15 hours.
I like hunting quail because you're in cover where you can watch the dog work. I like hunting quail too because I like to eat quail.
Far off the beaten path, we're about to kick this quail hunt into high gear. Stick around.
Rooster Tales is brought to you by Appledorn Sunset Bay Resort, Wildfowler, Kinetico, Nutrisource, Lucky Duck Crates, and by Aberdeen, South Dakota.
A lot of hills and just almost mountainous to me.
Hills, mini mountains, whatever you want to call them, they're all covered in plum thickets.
Right here. It's gonna scare the crap out of me if they come out of this bush. Oh, false alarm.
Well, we're definitely in there.
Oh yeah. Without a good dog, there is almost zero chance that we could find them in this country. It's so rugged and so wild. But these dogs, they're money.
You can hear that?
I think so.
Did you hear that?
I don't think it's an easy hunt. It's not a hunt where you grab 12 of your best buddies and all go out and tromp around. I mean, this is kind of a solo to a couple guys, and it really is about the dogs.
These dogs shine thanks to a strong comeback by America's original upland game bird.
You get two? I got one. That was so beautiful. That was an awesome covey. Holy crap.
Good job, Boone.
That dog was just spot on. That was a flush.
Point.
Yeah. America's finest right here.
We came here for the adventure.
Oh my, look at them all. Oh, boys.
This quail mecca delivered.
Tucker's on point right here.
How far? Oh, there you go. Yeah. I got one. That's a flush.
I'm very blessed to the state of Oklahoma that they allow public hunting, and they have public hunting spots for us to go.
Everywhere you look, you're seeing the right kind of habitat, and with the habitat, we're finding birds.
Yep.
The amount of birds that we're seeing on public land that's open to everyone in the country, all you gotta do is get in your truck and come down here.
If you come, just be prepared to work.
My guess is they're gonna be somewhere in there. Yeah.
Right there.
Oh, God. Oh! Got a couple there.
Good. See
That's
how gray her feathers are?
Yeah.
Was ist los?
Which means our time here is up. 4:30 comes early in the land of plenty.
That's a fantastic day. Yeah. Dogs put on 22 miles today. 15 coveys of quail found today in like 5 hours of hunting.
Nice work today, boys.
Very nice.
On public land.
And we never moved the trucks.
Tomorrow we find out if incoming snow will make us or break us. Pheasants Forever's mission is to protect and restore wildlife habitat. Without habitat, we don't have wildlife and we don't have places to hunt. Without you, Pheasants Forever has one less voice in their fight for conservation. Join Pheasants Forever today to help us create healthy habitat, cleaner water, and abundant wildlife. Sign up at this web address and you'll receive a 1-year subscription to Pheasants Forever Journal, plus his signature series Pheasants Forever Duffel Bag. Your $35 will make a difference today that will last forever.
Rooster Tales is brought to you by Oak Tree Lodge, Minnesota Horse and Hunt Club, Elk Mound Seed since 1933, North Dakota Tourism, and by Old Milwaukee and Old Milwaukee Light Beers, the official beer of Rooster Tales.
Road trips have a way of growing friendships.
Here.
Two Minnesota boys, George Lyle and I, have found we share the exact same bird hunting bond. Miles down a dead-end dirt road, we set out on the last leg of our 3-day Oklahoma adventure.
Has changed drastically. You can't see it on the screen, but I'm telling you, it's cold out here.
It's cold and it's snowing.
It's snowing. Tucker is our rock star today.
Stepping into a quail hunter's paradise, we're determined to make this hunt our best one yet.
This is huge, vast country. Rugged, thick, nasty canyons, and full of quail.
Got him. That was a nice covey rise. There we go.
Hey, that's a double, my good man.
It's awesome being out here with you.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Look at this.
20 birds erupting out of a 1-foot circle like this. This is why we drove 15 hours for this moment right here.
That was cool. Oh, victory.
This doesn't get old.
No, it doesn't.
This doesn't get old.
It seems this snow has given Tucker the edge.
George looks down and he's like,
Over that ridge. All right, Trav, let's do this thing. He's ways out there.
that's America's finest right there.
Good boy, Tuck. Tucker is already on to the next one. He goes, boys, we found those. He's already 160 yards out hunting. Just that fast.
It doesn't quit.
Trav.
Point.
Look,
Ah, just flush after flush. I mean, we are covered up in quail. You get one? Hey, George
got one.
Lyle. Hey, Georgie, notch a flush for the old Trav dog.
He's on point, 141 yards up that way.
This is quail hunting at its finest, and this is all open to the public.
Right straight ahead, 100 yards. Trav!
You got him.
Why not? Get in the truck, load the dogs, take the equipment, do it. There's another one back here. Another one. Another bird in here.
You can't draw this up any better. Look at this. We are so spoiled right now, hunting Oklahoma quail in a little bit of a snowstorm.
blinded by the excitement of every quail flush, we're quickly reminded that even the best bird hunts must come to an end.
right, Tony.
The abuse from this landscape has taken its toll.
What's going on, bud?
What are you doing?
Tucker can hunt no more.
Oh, man.
Come on.
In life, you only get so many firsts. It's the first time I've ever hunted quail. The first time I ever hunted in Oklahoma, period. And I'll never forget it. The excitement of a flush of America's quail. I want to come back.
We're gonna come back.
Road trips with hunting buddies sure are tough to beat. If you find yourself with an open seat, maybe it's a good idea to invite somebody new on the hunt. It just might change their life. On behalf of Pheasants Forever, thank you for watching.